Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sebastian Haesler. I lead a group at Neuroelectronics Research Flanders in Belgium. And my group performs research in two areas of science. One, we're interested in understanding how the brain computes, and there specifically we're trying to understand how curiosity comes about, which means why are we going to explore when there's actually no reason to do so. And in addition to this very fundamental neuroscience topic, we're also engaged in neuroengineering, neurotechnology development, where we're trying to increase the bandwidth and the specificity of neural interfaces. Despite much progress in recent years, the way we diagnose and treat brain diseases is still unsatisfactory. And there's lots of individuals that suffer, and healthcare systems in Europe and globally are actually under enormous stress. And that has to do with the fact that actually for too many brain diseases, there's no cures and no good way to diagnose. Now, an essential way to actually better understand brain disease is actually by measuring the brain, interfacing with the brain. And this is actually where we are active in. And we try to develop techniques that work at large scale so we can record a lot more signals to allow much more precise diagnosis, but then also to develop applications related to brain-machine interfaces where we are trying to restore function of the brain that is otherwise lost. And that's pretty much it. Yes, okay. What I would advise to young researchers and PhD students is actually to stay open, think about first of all, you have to do your project well. So you need to be an expert in the area of study that you're involved in. But at the same time, you should also look left and right, see what else is there. We do see an enormous convergence of different disciplines, and actually the traditional boundaries between disciplines become more and more blurry, which means that we need to be prepared for this. And the next generation of scientists needs to be prepared for this by actually being able to bravely explore areas that they're not an expert yet. And I can encourage everyone to do that. It's also very rewarding. It means that you'll have to work a bit more because you'll actually explore things where you have not been trained in. But I think it's worth it because it provides you with a larger and broader perspective on problems and their possible solution.